Okay, I got meme jokes coming out my ears. How about that? It's like every time I hear something, I think of a reel that I could suddenly put to that. And I'm like, ooh. And not only that, but it's like the soundtrack is playing in my head. So as I'm watching real life, I'm literally singing a reel in the back of my head. It's like Instagram is running in the back of my head and I'm just watching real life. I mean,
I don't know if that's a good thing or not. That might be a condition. You
I
gotta get
don't
it
know
checked out.
either. Yeah, it's like maybe that's why Instagram just recently put on some new safety measures on their now so-called app that they're like, you know what, this is a little too much for all of these so-called adults at 18. You're not an adult when you're 18 anymore. You're now an adult when you're like 50, and we still have to give you time. We still have to show you that you can put the phone down. Put the phone. Are we
Well,
actually? We're
uh,
having to be
uh,
told to put the phone down.
I mean,
That's like
sometimes I
the
have to be told. Sometimes.
I know, but I feel like this is the same thing that happened whenever my little girl was in I think it was third grade. I got a note from the school that stated, "Parents, please slow down in the parking lots where your children are walking."
Hmm.
I'm like, okay. Yes, deep thought there. Yes,
Hmm.
that's what it took.
I,
Happy FUENTE Friday! We got some people in the house. What up? What up? What up? What up? Hey, hey, Happy New Year's. Oh my gosh, it is the end of
hmm.
2021. Who's stoked? Who's excited? Who is not excited? And if you're not, then raise your hand quietly and then leave quietly. Because we're
Get
excited.
excited.
Get
Excited.
excited. Exactly. What's up, Joel? Hello. We got Zika in the house. What's
Hey.
up? Charlie and Jeff. And hello, hello. What's up, everybody? All right, man. It is fabulous tonight. I'm loving all of the action. So, Miguel, you just finished what? All right. You just popped out that thing. So, heck. Yes. Last Fuente Friday of the 2021 year.
I am
Man,
so happy to be on right
2021.
now.
Really?
Like,
I'm so
yeah,
happy that you're happy.
I feel super honored to be on the last one of the year. It feels awesome.
Right. You know what? That's what happens is that usually it's always like the last minute little thing and it's just it's almost the candid moment that gets taken into tradition. Isn't that interesting? Because that's how we had the Christmas show now and our Christmas tradition is now to have the coop, Mr. William Cooper on the show and well, he loves that. So I'm kind of like digging this like candid tradition creation. Is that what I'm going to call that? Can I go with that?
I think that works. Yeah, that's a good name for
That or trouble. We could call it trouble.
it.
I think Kevin's right. Trouble. Trouble would be another good name for that.
I'm good with
So
that.
yes. Ciao, Tom. Hello. How are you guys? Brian in double A. We always say to stay off the roads on New Year's Eve. Yes, it is amateur night. Absolutely. I am all about staying off the roads. I'm at home. I'm going to be staying at home. I have absolutely no desire or reason or any inkling to go out. Absolutely zero. So yes, I can ring in the new year just like everybody else. It's amazing. Starts in my own home and safely too.
Smart.
So,
Smart.
all right. Let's get into the deep, good dive stuff. All right. So, Miguel, come on. I know you've got a great New Year's Eve story for us. What is it? You got like some kind of like? Have you done anything crazy on New Year's Eve before?
You know, it's never on New Year's Eve. It never seems to happen then, like maybe a couple days before or a few days afterwards. The weirdest one was probably in my early 20s, and Bakersfield's actually known as like the third or second most drunk city in America. Like
Really?
that's a real statistic. So
Really?
yeah, everyone drinks like there's no tomorrow every night, not just for
Wow.
holidays, not just for holidays. So obviously we're all at the
That explains a
bar.
lot.
Oh my
I never
goodness.
been there either.
You might need to check it out just to experience it one time, and then
I
that's not
definitely
going
have
to
to
go there.
fact check this. Oh, there's going to be some fact checking it. What's up, Tom and Charlie's in the house? He says, let's party like it's 1999. Okay, how about everything this year? How many songs are there going to be of 2022? because how many things rhyme with 2022? It's like you do you in 2022, or like let's go boo. I don't know. It's 2022, or I mean, there's just like so many things that you could say, and then I feel like there's gonna be a lot of songs with 2022 in it.
Yeah, you still have shoe. You got two, but that's just two again, I guess technically. I'm
Exactly.
not a songwriter, so I'm gonna leave that to you. It sounds like you already got a pretty good lock on them. So I'm just gonna wait until you come out with your songs, maybe a music video. Check out the Spotify. Let me know when it drops. I will listen.
Oh my gosh, you're so kind. I love it. Appreciate you for doing that for me. Aw. Now I know if I ever drop something, I've got one fan out there, and it's not my parents. Score.
It's not the parents. Even better.
Not
Oh
right.
my goodness.
All right,
Actually,
so
I have a favor to
yeah.
ask of you for 2022.
Oh
Yeah.
lordy. Oh lordy.
Um,
Okay, here we go.
we talked
I'm
about
about
this
to.
a little while ago. Oh, what are you smoking?
I'm
Ooh,
taking
oh
off
my gosh.
my band, and I'm putting it in my
Beautiful.
pocket.
Nice. Yeah, but we talked about you playing piano earlier, and
Oh
I've
my
always wanted to
lord.
learn to play. I want you to teach me. I want you to teach me to play piano.
Okay. Here's the truth about that. I cannot play piano today. That was when I was a child. I was a little girl. And one year, there's this one guy that was supposed to, this is so funny. My dad loves to tell the story. There was this one kid that was supposed to play the, what do you call it? A recital for the Christmas, you know, ceremony, I guess. It was
Yeah.
like the Christmas morning of or whatever. And so he was supposed to play, and he just didn't. He just said, nope, I'm not going to do it in front of all these people. And so I don't know why, but somebody asked, does anybody else want to play this? And apparently I just raised my hand. I was like, I can do that. That's easy. I can do that. And so I got up there and played a recital right there on like Christmas morning for everybody to hear. And so it was, but I was like, my parents, okay, I was never even allowed to be a cheerleader. I wanted to be a cheerleader. I know it sounds weird that I want to be a cheerleader because, like, I feel like everybody would understand that. But at the same time, I was never able to be a cheerleader. My dad always put me in the like mathematic courses. So I was, instead of staying after school to learn how to cheer and hurrah and have a good time and see boys, I had to sit in with an older, like, grandpa looking man and learn how to do calculus and algebra. I mean, it was not fun. But yet there's so many times these days where I'm looking back and I'm going, oh my God, I'm so glad I knew that.
Oh yeah. I think that's a smart move, because you are already like top of the pep level, all right?
I
You
got
already
the
have that
pep.
unlocked. Yeah, you already have that
Nobody
unlocked.
needs you. If you're going to go to school to learn, guys. Go to school to learn. And if you don't need the pep, then you need the math.
I agree. And you know what? And you're smart as a whip, so it already works.
Well, you know what's
Simple as that.
hilarious that I never even had to. I totally tested out of all my math courses for college, so that came to be an awkward situation. I was like, suddenly I don't need all of this math information.
I know that's kind of awesome, though. I mean, not a lot of people can say they've done that.
Right? I know. Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I think testing out could have. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. So, 2021. Let's get into it. Oh my goodness gracious. What the heck happened in 2021? What was your favorite moment? First of all, does everybody know where Miguel is from? This is the Bakersfield Gentleman right here. We have him in the house. I am on the channel every weekday morning, except for this past week. I took a break. But there is definitely lots and lots and lots of videos of me on there. So if you guys want to go check out the Bakersfield Gentleman's page, please go check it out. Please support us. Please like the page because we do a lot of work there. Actually, that is a lot of work.
It is a
So
lot. And it's
what
not
was
slowing down anytime soon.
It's not slowing down anytime soon, that's for sure. I can't wait till 2022 at least. And it's almost like I needed a break. I needed a break to be able to finish chewing my food so that I could eat more food almost. That's what I feel like. I feel like everybody's just feeding me. And I'm like, can we slow down for 1 minute so I can just chew it up?
That's a
And
really good analogy. Like, I think that's a really good way to put it. It
you
makes
like that?
sense. It makes sense in my head, like perfectly.
I know, right? It's simple. Keep it simple. Kiss, right? KISS. Keep it simple,
Oh,
stupid.
all the time.
What's
I'm
up?
very simple. We all know
Shameless
this.
plug.
What's up?
Shameless plug. We're not shameless. We are plugging and fully
You got to
shameless.
do it.
Is it shameful?
You've got to do it. I guess there's been a lot of good moments for 2021 though, and obviously, California Dreaming coming out first was a big one. Um, Getting to actually
Congratulations.
go to the events again was really big, and getting to meet you in person for the first time at PCA was definitely one of the highlights of the year. That was
I hope
wonderful.
so. Gosh, that was like a week to remember or a weekend or whatever. Let's lift your leg 2020. Let's see. Let's Natasha saying lift your leg for 2021 and start 22 off on the right foot.
Ah,
I love that
that's solid.
girl. She is solid. She is definitely always there supporting us as well. I mean, good grief. The amount of supporters that we got in 2021 was like, then we looked at our stats for the year.
I'm gonna
Because
have to go
I
over all the
think,
numbers because it's gonna be, I think, more impressive than you even think. It's been incredible.
yeah, it was definitely awesome. I think there's over 24, is it over 24,000 followers now
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
page? Yeah, it was like 12,000 last year. So we doubled that in
One
1
year.
year. And I think we doubled it in probably 6 months, to tell you the truth. We doubled that in 6 months. And I would
Oh,
say that in 1 year, you definitely doubled. But that the page has been open for four years now. I mean, that is just incredible. I'm just so happy for you guys. You guys are like killing it, and I love it. And everything is
what,
going
what, are,
great for you now,
what are
right?
you talking about? Happy for us. It's part. You're part of the work. It's because of you that we got to be able to do this. Happy for us.
Ah,
Yeah, you are integral. You are as important as any other part of the show we do. Come on. It's yeah. We
true,
should
but you guys
celebrate
work.
this.
Yes, of course we do. We do. We are celebrating this, but you guys
Oh,
do work very, very hard and put up with all of me. So I love
yeah,
it
I
and
got
I
used to it. It's
appreciate
like, oh shoot, Mel's here again. Ugh. Being so cheerful and awesome.
That's
Gosh
what
dang
I
it.
try. I mean, I try to tell people like you can only put so much stress on this face, and then it's like we're not going to do that. Nope. No, no,
I,
no, no.
I think you're selling yourself a little bit short with how much work you put in, not just for, the morning show
Uh,
and having to deal with me and Frankie, but you've got Fuente Fridays, you got the professor show on the weekends. You do a lot. You do a lot.
Whoa! You know what? Let's talk about that professor show. Wah, wah. The professor show has been amazing this year. I mean, like above my ever. I looking back, it's like, whoa, did we do that? Did they do that? Like, did this happen? I mean, this is it, Jeremiah Marifel is by far one of the top guys. Definitely love him for putting on that show. Obviously, for creating it, creating the sounds, creating the videos, creating the content, and keeping up to date with all of the information that he's done as well is totally awesome. I mean, it's just an excellent, excellent show. And
Oh, yeah.
but I would say that the thing that I love the most about looking back on it is the blend of the team that we have together and like the love that everybody is kind of like shown for it. And then the togetherness, like they are uniting, people who have even been, just like people that they thought they were mad at each other. You know what I mean? It's like they've come on our show, they've been a guest, and everything is like all good now. I just love, love, love that. I was not in the cigar industry for very long before it started. So I was kind of just a fly on the wall, I feel like, it's like something that I
Oh, I
got
get
to
that.
experience. I got to, bring in the cheery upness and the happiness and the jokes a little bit like that. But otherwise, it was definitely something like I was like, who is this? And then they're like, oh, well, this person, and this, and this, and this, and that. But then when you get to the show, you guys are silly. Why are you,
Yeah. It's
there's
because there's
nothing
just so
here.
much
It's all
history to
good.
them, though. It's not like anyone hates each other. It's just that there's so much.
No,
When you've worked with the same families for so many years, stuff happens. It's okay.
of course.
and I know exactly how you feel. I still feel like a fly on the wall whenever I go to the big events, and I just want to sit there, just shut up and just listen to all these guys talk about decades and generations of information, whether it is about cigars itself or about the families and culture of the industry, or hell, just them talking about random stuff. Like we were at TPE last year, and the guys were talking about cryptocurrency for like an hour, and I was just sitting there listening, like, well, I'm going to invest in that one now. Thank you very much. I'm going to make myself a couple dollars, and I still do that kind of stuff. They teach me stuff not just cigar related, but just guys who have done more than I have. Because I'm still technically young. I'm still young, still vibrant, still got this.
Oh
And I
yeah.
get to learn from them. It feels great.
Oh man, I swear, the things that I say sometimes when I'm around some of these cigar smokers, they're like, who's this chick? And I'm like,
Oh, I still
okay,
say that all the
listen.
time.
I'm like, it's right. I'm like, all you have to do is watch the Professor show. I'm like, literally, I learned that my best information comes from that show. I swear to God, it is and I just pick up, you know, things that Jose says and bits and pieces, and I'm like, click. I know what that means, and it's just like click. I mean, it's seriously some absolutely excellent information, and it's got great. But I guess what I love about it is that it's not just information, it's not just education right now. It's what do you call it? Entertation. It's
Oh,
entertation. Is that what that's called? Like
edutainment.
yeah, edutainment. Edutainment. That's it. That's the word. I was like, what's the word that they made up? They made that up. Yeah. It's so entertaining right now because we get to pick on the professor, guys. I'm just kidding. No, really.
Nice.
We do pick on the professor. But it's hilarious. And he takes it oh so like a gentleman. He's very graceful. He's very graceful about whacking it right back at them. It's actually great. I get to be the girl in it, so I actually don't get hit. I don't get I never get thrown the ball. I mean, they throw me the ball when they say like put him in the hot seat, but it's like get him,
Hmm.
girl. Versus like they're these Jose and Jeremiah and Carlita are all needling each other, which is pretty
Yeah.
hilarious.
I think you could take a few jokes too. I think they could throw it your way. You'd be fine. You could handle yourself.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you kidding me? I'm like, I love jokes. I laugh. I will laugh if a joke is even about me.
Yeah, yeah. That you
I
got it. You
mean,
got to laugh out of those because
if
if you
it's
take
funny,
yourself
it's
too
funny.
serious, yeah, yes, yes.
If it's funny, it's funny. I'm like, you know what? And you know what's funny? The funniest thing in life, the truth. Ironically, it is the funniest.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I think people love a good story, but the truth can be just as hilarious and entertaining as anything else.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. So, do you have any kind of major changes or big surprises, or I guess, um, what do you call them?
Yes,
What do you call them?
yes.
The
Oh, resolutions.
resolution. Yeah. Do you have any
Oh
resolutions? I don't
yeah.
know why.
I for 2022, I don't have any like big ones that I can share just yet, but we need Miguel and nights. I actually like that name. I'm gonna get a shirt that's like just
I
gonna be
know. I
Miguel
know
and
that's gonna be one of my shirts. I can't wait to start. I am doing the t-shirt thing. We are gonna do the t-shirt thing, so
I
I'm
want
excited about that too.
that, and I want Eminem. That's gonna be Melanie and Miguel. I think that'd be a cool one. We'll get the colors. You have to be the green M&M. You got to be the lady M&M.
Oh my God. Does she smoke cigars though? That's an
No,
interesting
no, no
thought.
way. She would melt. Don't
You
no.
know, oh my God, she would melt if she had a hot torch next
Dangerous.
to her.
What are you
Ooh,
thinking, young lady?
but I am an adult. Adults live dangerously. I figured that out. Adults are dangerous. All right, so wait, this is crazy because would M&Ms? I think that is it Nestle that makes M&Ms? Nestle. I think they would get upset
They
if
can't
she was
stop us.
somebody was smoking a cigar in the no, but we don't definitely want to take attention. Oh, by the way, speaking of attention, if you guys want to get involved, please join the CRA. It is cigarrights.org. Go there, sign up. Your New Year's resolution should definitely be uh, an unlimited, what is it? Is it the unlimited membership, the lifetime membership to the
Yeah.
CRA? And you can purchase that at cigarrights.org. Be sure to sign up. And if you can't sign up there at cigarrights.org and pay a fee, definitely go to Cigar Rights of the World and sign up. It only costs your name and your email address, and you guys can definitely be able to have your voice heard and let us be able to direct you in the place that you need to go when we need you, where they need you. So it's always
That's
helpful to have the
100%.
people.
That's such a good thing to bring up. That's such a good thing to bring up because I think that would be an awesome resolution to see how many new people we can get into CRA for the new year. I think there's plenty of us out there who could still sign up. You know I'm in it. I believe Frankie is. Quite a few of our friends are, but there's still more of us out there. I know there's more smokers who should join. Definitely.
Oh yeah. Well, I feel like we didn't start talking about this until about like a year and a half ago. A lot of people didn't even know it existed. So I can only imagine what the numbers look like this year and then how we could double that this next year just because of the mere mass size of people that are now smoking cigars. I mean, literally, guys, this is an industry that needs your help. I don't know how to say that, but yes, we need your friends to start smoking cigars. Can they smoke cigars?
I think you put it correctly right there. The help that you can give us is by having your buddies try a cigar with you. And maybe it's not for
I mean,
everybody, but
yeah,
we're gonna try.
Yeah, I mean, just like introduce them into the fine world of meditational cigar smoking and teach them that, there's a whole new life, there's a whole new world, there's a whole new group of friends and lots of fun. So it's worth a shot. Definitely.
Yes.
Go check that out.
Oh, 100%.
And if you love to smoke cigars, well, you better get into the CRA so that you can save your right to smoke. So
Yes.
Be a part of the cause because otherwise we're going to miss those parts of our life.
It's true.
All right.
Very true.
So what are you doing for I know you're not Thanksgiving, but what are you doing for New Year's Eve? Like, I know you're not doing much. You're at home, but do you guys have any traditions? Do you like stay up late at night? Do you have the kids they asking to?
All of my I have the 6 younger brothers and sisters, but they actually all just went to the snow for the week. They came back yesterday, and they are just tired. So I'm thinking they're gonna be crashed out for today.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I don't have any traditions for New Year's. I do every year. I do write down some resolutions, and they're big ones. I never write small stuff. It's always something that's for the moon kind of stuff. And then I see how close I get.
Right, but let's talk about your last year's resolution. You actually did lose a lot of, you were on the weight loss resolution last year, which you totally scored and made a big deal, right? Didn't you?
Thank you.
Conquered that one.
I'm gonna get back on it too. It's been slacking because I've been moving studios, and I just stopped caring for the last 3 months. So I'm gonna get back on it. You're gonna see a better looking Miguel.
I might have some things that you'll be interested in this year as well, because I want to bring in some products that I've been using for a very long time, and they have just been amazing, and they're pretty much a lot of them men can use. And so I found solutions for a lot of my viewers because they're mostly men. You need all kinds of stuff for your beard and whatnot. Men need to stay beautiful as well. So I will get with you on that. But yeah, there's a lot of things coming up in 2022. Okay, can you say 2022 like 5 times fast? Like,
wow.
2022. I feel like if you already...
No, don't do this to me. Not on camera. Maybe later. Maybe after a few drinks.
Oh, that's even more fun, actually, when it's more drinks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to stay up till midnight? Till noon? Are you going to stay till noon?
There's like a little bit of chance I might, but I have to work at 3 a.m., so I don't know.
On a Saturday?
I haven't had a day off since about a week or two before Thanksgiving.
Wow.
So it's been rough, family business and stuff has, been a little difficult with, employees not staying with us, but it's family, so I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not going to stop. And then I'm still working with the shop here in Bakersfield. You know, we're doing the shows as consistently as often as we can, working on stuff for next year. So I'm tired all the time right now. I'm doing my best, but you might see Miguel nodding off once in a while. I might not reach midnight tonight.
No, that's exactly it, though. You know what? You mentioned something that you said right there is that, it's family and you just do it. I think that's the same way when you own your own business or you're an entrepreneur, you got to take on those. It's like nobody else is going to be there. You definitely have to get in there and do it. Even if you hire people, sometimes they decide that they are sick on a holiday and you got to get in there and do it. And I mean, that's just the way the family is. A family business is run, but that's the beauty of it, right?
Very true. No, I agree with all of that because, and it's something that I've done. Like we talked about this, I've done it almost my whole life, so it's nothing new. It's not like it's difficult work. It's just a lot of it right now. So it will definitely get better in a little bit as soon as we hire the right people again. But for those times where you have to stick it out, you just got to do it. You just got to stick it out. No
Yeah.
biggie.
Right? Yeah, I feel like there are people out there that are sticker outers, and then there are people that just nope, not gonna do it.
That's
I would
another
stick it
shirt you
out.
just made right there. You are a sticker outer. You are a stander outer and a sticker outer.
Oh my good God, this is gonna be too much fun in 2022. I'm literally gonna say that after every sentence. This is gonna be a lot of fun, 2022.
Oh man.
I feel like it could be like too legit, too quick. You remember that? Too legit, too quick.
Wait.
Too quick.
I think it's too legit, too quick. It was the
So like
cut, right?
2020. All right.
If you get that to catch on, I will buy you a box of any cigar you want. Oh my God, if that catches on.
Sticker outer. Sticker.
You are.
Yeah, no. Okay, we took that for as far as it was gonna go. The string is starting to strain. All right.
Oh no.
Yeah. So what is one thing? What is one event? What's one cigar event that you're looking forward to in 2022? How about that?
Oh, I'm really excited to get to go to the Great Smoke in person this year. I am super excited about that. Um, I mean, it's a little more than 2 months away, basically, or less than 2 months away, because it's at the end of February. And will I be seeing you there? Are you gonna be in town for that one?
Um, where is it again? The
The
TP.
great
You
the
said
great
TP.
no
Oh, the
great
Great
the
Smoke.
Great Smoke. Yeah.
I want to. That's still up in the air. I want to.
For
I
sure.
want to. I want to. I so want to. But it's going to be totally different this year. So I'm looking forward to the optimism of or the optimization of the event, which he has now optimized it to where even if you're at home, you're still going to be able to have just as much of an experience that you would in the studio. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I might drop into Florida, but I'm not going to be at the studio. So I definitely will not be on the virtual. So it'll just be like me just dropping in and saying hi. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see where I'm at. But right now I am in the DR, and I'm definitely going to be staying here for quite some time and focusing on some of the things that I have to get done before I can do anything else.
Truly get that. And then obviously July for PCA. That's gonna be great.
Oh yes, now that I would love to go back to again. This year was fabulous. Like how? Okay, so how different was it from last year? Did you go last year?
Yeah, PCA. I mean, the year before they canceled because of COVID, and then the year before that was quite a bit different. Um, they
Sorry,
can.
that's what I meant. The
It,
year before that they had it.
no, yeah, totally. But it's only going to get better because I think they made a good call trying to do the PCA exclusives. It wasn't the event or the company's fault that so much stuff got backlogged. People were just not able to work. So this time around, I think we will see more production by the time we get to that. But we're gonna see, you're gonna see an improvement. I don't think they need to change up too much. Maybe just reach out to some of the guys who didn't go and try to talk to them again. It's all you can do really. But the fact that now that they have an understanding of what they want to do, and everyone's kind of on the same page for once, feels good. We'll see
Yeah.
it executed better. We'll see it executed
Yeah.
more, and we'll be there. So it's going to be great anyway. Boom.
I know. I loved meeting you guys there this year, and it was fantastic. And how many interviews did we get in?
30, I believe. I think
Oh my God.
30. Yeah. Yeah.
That's insane. That's
Well,
insane.
hey, Richard,
That's a
thank
lot
you
of
for
interviews.
joining, brother. And if I can sneak Melanie, if I can steal her away at the end of April, I will definitely try to get her to Texas Frightmare. That would be a lot of fun.
Ooh, let's make that happen. Texas
I would
Frightmare
love
sounds
that.
a lot of fun.
You're going to enjoy it. It's your
I have
scene.
a lot of
It's a
new
lot
friends
of
in
great
Texas
people.
now,
Yeah,
apparently.
it's true. It's true that Texas loves you.
Texas, a whole giant state of it. Hello, Michelle. What's up? Let's see. Oh, Eminem plus M plus M equals smoke. Yeah, I dig that. I'm gonna try, Eduardo. I'm gonna try. So, that's awesome. So, all right, let's see. I have to look up something. I am not sure if we had. So um, this past Sunday, we actually had the guests as the family from the traditional family. Like we had from the Fuente family. So there was Cynthia Fuente and Liana Fuente. And then there was also Melissa Marifel on there from the Marifel family. And she is now
Awesome.
part of the Marifel Corporation. So she's working in the cigar industry now as well. So I'm sure you guys might see more of her. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so that is exciting. And then it was really just all about the family times. And of course, I got to
Love
ask
that.
the hot seat questions where I was like putting the brother and sister right there in front of each other. It was pretty funny. So, like, Jeremiah and Melissa, I was like, okay, Jeremiah, Melissa, what's the worst fight that you guys have had?
Ooh.
It was excellent. Like, speaking of brothers and brothers working together, you got the family industry. You're in the family industry. You're all about the family. What's the worst fight that you guys have ever had?
Oh man. It's not like there's big fights, but there's like little tiny crap that because we work together on everything. We work together for the cigar stuff, for filmmaking, and for the family business. So we're constantly working, which means there's little tiny arguments that build up, and then all of a sudden it's get the hell away from me for a couple of days or something. God damn it. Or I will screw up and he will point it out, and I gotta stop this. This is probably a good resolution. I just have to most of the times admit when he's right and then just accept it. Like, shit, fine, okay, I did mess that up. You are right, I will fix it. And I can't do that yet. I just can't. Gonna be 30 this year and I still can't admit that moment. Ugh.
Yeah, I feel like this is a thing with you guys.
It's true.
But it's okay because, well, you're brothers, and that's just, you just have to get over it, right? That's the great thing about being partners is that happy Fuente Friday. You were going to be at midnight. What? I hope I'm not at midnight, but anyways, yes, it is Fuente Friday. So, how many cigars during the year? A percentage of them are Fuente for you.
Oh
Don't put
man,
don't disappoint me now.
wow, it's I would say probably like 10%, somewhere around there. There's just so
And
many cigars. Well, like I said, I smoke as many new cigars as I can. So every day there's at least one or two new cigars that are in the lineup. So
well, you
there's
better
so
get your
many
butt
new
in line for those
companies.
new rare pinks because there's new sizes coming out in the rare pinks.
I know. I'm
They're
excited.
already
It's
out
gonna
there.
be awesome. Well, they gotta make their way to the West Coast. We haven't got them yet.
Aw, surely they're out there somewhere.
I gotta be on the
But
hunt. I think it's gonna have to happen.
do you have any new things coming up 2022? Any new exciting adventures and stuff like that?
Yeah, there are that I can't yet divulge. I think I told you off air already because I tell you everything
Yes,
first anyway.
that's
Yeah,
why I asked.
that's my first call. Like I think you should know that. That was the first person I called. Like, oh, let me tell Mel.
Oh,
Let me go.
I love being that person. I love being that person.
But I
That's
can
awesome.
definitely get more into that by next week. So we will definitely have more to talk about then. I just got to make sure everything's good to go before I like spill anyone else's secrets. Like if it was just me, of course I would tell. I mean, it'd be everywhere. I wouldn't even shut up about it. But I don't want to blow up anyone else's spot.
I know, right? It's suddenly life changes when you become teams, when you start collaborating with a lot of people. That is
Very
so
true.
true. That is so true. But that's a good thing because you get to grow that way. So that's how we all evolve. Well, awesome, awesome. I think that this is it. I mean, I don't know. We definitely have the Professor Show coming up this Sunday, guys. Do not forget
Yes.
to watch that show. I swear every day somebody is asking me some kind of question about cigars and I give the best answers. Only because I watch the Professor Show. It is not because I'm actually a nerd and sitting here watching all of these cigar shows all the day long, every single day. But, that's also good too. But that's absolutely the Professor Show is definitely one of the best shows that you can catch if you're new to cigars, if you're old in cigars, if you've been smoking cigars, I don't care how long, for nothing or for a long time. Either one, you're going to enjoy the show because it is comedy, it's education, it's entertaining, it is
True.
engaging, and it's like you're not going to get this information from anywhere else. These are legends. Legends.
It's true.
Legends speaking to
100%.
legends. Legends speaking to future legends, right? You never know who's out there right now is gonna like create the next greatest cigar. I swear to God, they come out of everywhere.
It's true. There's some great stuff that you would never expect or that has been under the radar for too long, and then all of a sudden, boom, there it is. And you can.
I know it's
It's
like a
wonderful.
it's like a reel or something from Instagram, and all of a sudden it catches fire and goes viral. That's how it happens.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks later, you're like, oh wow, look, somebody decided to like this.
I love those moments though. I really do.
Oh gosh, the internet's hilarious. Yes. So be sure to use it to your advantage. Don't let it destroy you ever, ever. Good advice. But how about that? So okay, great. That's awesome. Let's see. I'm not looking at all the comments. Let's see what these comments say actually. If I can see them. Oh, I don't think I can see them. You can see them whenever you're not doing this, but all right. So anyways, yes. Oh, there. I'm sorry. The comments are there. Hey, Joey. I invited Joey to come on if he wants to pop on real quick. Joey, you're more than welcome to pop on real quick. Let's see. Aw, thanks, Michelle. We love you. Let's see. Wanted to drop in and wish you Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Byron. It's so good to see
Happy New
you
Year.
guys. Yes. Oh man. I'm sorry we keep freezing up. Hopefully that is your phone and not ours. But
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping it's
It's
you, Michelle. But I love
it's
you.
looking good over here. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. But anyways, all right. So this has been a lot of fun though. I mean, let's see. I'm trying to think of I think one of the best Fuente Friday shows that I had this year was definitely had to be having Carlito on and interviewing him for the very first time. He's never really been interviewed by me. I mean, I ask him questions all the time. Sometimes I get an answer, sometimes I don't. And when I don't get an answer, I don't ask that question again.
Fair, fair.
Right?
Yeah.
These are the things that you know when you're dealing with legends. If they don't respond, they heard you. Just don't.
Yeah.
Just sit
Slip
and
it away.
respond.
Slip it away. Yeah.
You're, but so, I mean, I would say that that probably had to have been one of the best shows. It was,
Oh, I never. I'm sorry. I got to go back a little bit. I never gave you my favorite or one of my favorites for the Professor Show. Um,
oh, yeah.
honestly, one of my favorite people in the industry as far as like the media side goes, and just retailer in general. Oh, you all right?
Sorry, the dog.
Oh, poor pup.
It's gonna like eat the food or something. I'm like,
Oh no.
I know he
Oh,
was like a grabby tonight. Like, what the heck? Hey, I'm
oh
rude.
man.
Excuse
That's
me.
I miss my beagle. We had a beagle lab mix,
Oh,
and this thing was like a cat. It could climb any fence. It was ridiculous. But if you left any food around, it would get to it somehow. Like there was a box of pizza sitting when me and my friends were hanging out, and it's like freshman year of high school. and they came over for the first time, and this thing climbed up like 2 chairs to get onto the table and open the box by himself. And we go back in that room, and he's just eating an entire pizza by himself. So
Oh my God.
dogs are pretty awesome. Hey, Joey.
Hey,
What's
how you
up,
doing?
Joey? Happy New
Hey,
Year.
Happy
New
New
Year.
Year.
What do
I
you
just
got?
had some,
What do you got going on for the New Year's Eve?
not much, which is good.
What? I hear you. I hear
And
you.
everyone and their cousin's former roommate's brother, whatever, has told me it's amateur hour. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I would prefer not to participate in that.
Yeah.
Just because
I
if
mean,
I'm going out, I'm going.
why survive a holiday when you can thrive? It's like,
Yeah, well, I just had quite the adventure because I was talking to you earlier saying I went to go pick up some champagne and all that stuff, right? And
yeah.
so I go to Total Wine and I go in there and I grab everything real quick, like we're done, right? But then every single person who worked there wanted to have a conversation of some sort, and
Oh,
which was funny, because it was cool because you were like learning all this cool stuff. Because one guy did like theft prevention for like 45 years, right?
oh,
And
damn.
yeah, so we're over there talking. He goes, "Hey," because I see him doing something funky with his phone, right? Hey, John, JJ. But so what happened from there is, he goes, "Hey, can you take like 2 steps over here with me?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." All right, because and this is before I knew what he was doing. He goes, "Yeah, so if you look over there at that guy, right, keep staring at him, right?" And he goes, "Yeah, that guy, he's trying to steal right now. He just picked up about 2 bottles and put it in his pocket, right?
Mm.
And he's going through all this crazy stuff. And then he walks us back over there, and he starts talking about this tequila, saying it used to be owned by George Clooney and all that stuff, and how the quality of it went to shit or whatever, right? Hinting at the guy who came back around, to put back his stuff, and the guy ended up putting back the bottle he was stealing. So that way he didn't actually have to like get arrested or anything, and you could just, all
Naturally.
right, I see you. You're not gonna do anything, and you made the right decision in the end, you know.
That's
And
impressive.
yeah, and then we're talking for like the next 45 minutes, just going. He's just running us through all these crazy stories and scenarios, and it was pretty cool. But it was nice. They were also doing a Maker's Mark tasting, right?
Nice.
And yeah, it was funny. We were over there doing the tasting, and I'm like trying to figure out, does this guy work for Maker's Mark? Is he an independent broker? Like all that stuff, right? So I figured that out, and I'm like, because we're like doing the tasting, and my dad just making shit up, right? Because he can't taste anything, right? And I'm like sipping it as slow as I can so I can get as much out of it, you know. And he goes, "Yeah, just so you know, what you're drinking is 113 proof." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I feel like you're supposed to tell someone that to begin with.
Yeah, a little warning.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad, but like it was so perfectly blended that like you didn't taste that it was 113 proof. You know, it was
Yeah.
definitely it would have tasted like something 80 proof or lower.
So
Damn. All right.
the Bushwood bourbon that I've been
Beautiful
posting
Yeah,
bottle, by
about.
the way.
Yes, isn't
I
it a
like
beautiful
that.
bottle? Look at that, and it's coming up properly on the screen. All right, it's 101 proof. So be careful. Make sure that you buy 2 of them.
You want me to drink 2 of those in one night? Is that what you're telling me?
No. Drink
I
responsibly,
mean, I
please.
could try. I
yeah,
mean,
I'm more
I'm
than
not a quitter, but
Drink responsibly. No way. Are you gonna get me in trouble? Yeah.
I'm not
Now
saying like I'm not saying drink it and
influencer
then go on
now being charged
adventures.
with. I could just see that
so.
frontline news. The blonde influencer. No, stop.
You
The.
you've seen me partially drunk. You have not seen it all the way yet, though, so don't worry about it.
Have I? Have
That was
I?
a that was only a tip of the iceberg over at PCA. I forget which night it was. Oh,
I forget which night it was. That's a classic. That's a classic right there. I'm not sure which
yeah.
one I was drunk. I forget which night it was.
I'm just saying, anytime you hit the point of blackout, you've hit it.
That's different.
That's
That's
time to
yeah.
go home. It's time to go home.
Yeah,
See,
you're done.
it's just like, I think I should go home now. No reason why not to go home early,
But if you
except for
vividly
during,
remember the night, was it even a good night?
you're like, I remember everything except for which night it was.
Those are some pretty fun nights. I will say that.
Right? I mean, okay, so Joey, you're new to the scene just like a little bit like I am. So going to all these festivals, you know, are you able to get a lot of productive work done, or is it just like you get done and you're like,
Oh,
what just happened? Am I here? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
well, when I go to events, I don't really drink much, you know.
Yeah.
So, but also I also have a pretty good tolerance, so I can put them away if I need to. But I'm normally not, because I
Nice.
mean, what was it? I think the second day I
I'm a
was down there.
professional.
Well, when I was down there for the second day, I think I got I think I had like 5 old fashions back to back, and then like 1 Manhattan. Yeah, and I was double fisting the last 2, so I had to, and they were closing, so I was trying to get that shit taken care of. Cause why waste good liquor?
I
Why
agree.
always good
I
liquor?
100% agree.
He's a real trooper there.
Yeah.
Oh, have drinks to
Well,
remember and not to forget. Happy New Year's. Aw, Natasha, she's always there with
I
the good
like
advice.
it. I like that a
That is
lot.
her. Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining me on this final Fuente Friday of 2021. I cannot believe that I do this every week. Like, I know that I've skipped a couple of weeks, but it's been very few and far between.
True,
I
true.
don't. I'm like not really sure that I want to go back and watch them all, but we shall reminisce in that one day. One day.
you watch them over and over again, you get too obsessive.
It's true, yeah.
It was, it'll be fine.
There's only one show that I've been on that I will watch again almost every year, and that's the first one we ever did. Before we knew what live really was and how horrible it was, just to remind myself,
Yeah.
like, God, this was terrible. Um, oh, got to get better than this at least, and it's been better. But that was almost 5 years ago now, so gosh, it's rough.
Yeah, I
It's
think it's
rough.
gotten a lot better since. No, I know that is tough to watch. I totally agree. I'm like, what was I? Like, what? Oh my God. So, Joey, what was your 2021 highlight?
I don't know. Uh, I'd probably say a lot of the shenanigans that happened at the Cigar Heritage Festival, and I'm not even gonna say any of them out loud. Out of respect.
Nice.
You got a favorite moment from the Cigar Heritage Festival, because it is a pretty awesome event for sure. Or did we
I
already
don't
discuss
know.
this last week? We talked about a lot of it.
Yeah, I think we discussed a lot of it 2 weeks ago. Um, but yeah, I don't think I have like particularly like one particular moment. You know, it was like a combination of stuff. Like it was just a seamlessly almost perfect like week. You know,
Nice.
it was I'm meeting people that I know that I've built a relationship with over the last year or so, you know, and we all finally get to meet each other. And just when I'm like, all right, I'm gonna know about 50 something people here. That seems pretty good. How am I gonna fit everyone in? Then you get there and you're like, oh, triple that. Okay. You
Awesome.
know, and then you got all the people that you haven't met, but they know you. So now you're trying to get to know them, you know,
Yeah.
and then you're adding all that into it, and you're like, all right, that makes it 4 or 5 times the amount of people, you know, and then you're trying to interact and give everyone face time and talk to them and, you know, delegate your time properly. And, you know, I just thought that was really cool, you know, just, you know, because when you talk to people and they'll just tell you so, and they'll normally tell you some cool stories, right? or
Yeah.
how they got introduced to you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of like that background details, right? That like add more to the picture of your life, right? And you're like, that was really cool. I can't believe I missed that. I didn't notice that. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Thanks for,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. And it's just like really cool, you know, having all
It
those
really is.
one-on-one interactions with that many people.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's how I mean, 2021 was kind of like my year to do the morning show, I guess, on the Bigger Soul Gentlemen's page. And now I feel like I've got like this certain crowd and I know their names and I know like I'm like I know who's missing, like where's okay, roll call, who's not here, you know. It's like it's hilarious and it's fun too because it's like these people like know, well, it's sort of fun because then the details get out about everything and I'm like, oh my god, like really, they did I say that out loud? I mean, you know, it's just like and then they all know where I am. I'm like, oh, this is where I am. They're like, Melanie, we know where you are. Like, we're watching you. It's like, really? Okay, sorry. But it's fun. I mean, I loved traveling and having a bunch of people. Oh my God, Natasha, you just, she's my girl. Like, yes, her favorite show is the Little Morning. What is it called? No, wait, what did we? The Great American Morning Show. But I think we're gonna change that name. They've been teaching me how to change the name. Actually, that's what's even better. It's like the audience is like they're sitting there telling, like we're discussing how it's gonna make this better. I love it. It's great. It's like a little family. It's like a hub. And then at one point we had over 2 million impressions on that page at the beginning of this year.
That was a
fantastic.
couple of months we were hitting 2 million pretty consistently.
Oh yeah, some
nice.
of the videos I did for my show was kicking it off with the kid. Yeah, so that's what we kind of want to change it, kicking it off with the kid.
Nice.
But some of those videos from the beginning of the year got over 1 million views, which I can't believe.
Crazy. Yeah.
So that is crazy. I had 2,000 people watching me one morning. Could you imagine that right now?
I remember.
People.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
awesome.
You're like, yeah. It was insane. So that was definitely a fun year. But yeah, I do love going to the events to be able to just get the experience. Half the time I don't even pull out my camera. I let other people just take all the photos because they'll take plenty of them. And it is very cool to hear like, oh man, I wake up every morning just to like listen to you, or I wake up, you know, and I love like talk, you know, I love hearing this, or I love looking for your posts, or I love, it's just like you don't realize. I realized it because I've done it for the past 2 years. So I realized it's like, I'm just going to keep on going because there's people out there who I can make smile, and it's small or it's little. If you can do something good, just do it, you know? And so that's where I find a lot of my inspiration is from the audience and the nice messages that I get from everybody too, to just keep on going. So I totally love that. But man, some of these events do drain me because I'm like, this is too much fun. It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You get to hang out with all the people that you're just sitting online with all the time. How cool is that? And you don't know who they are until they introduce themselves. Half the time, Michi and Jose are making fun of me because I can't remember who everybody is.
That's a lot of people, though. It's a lot.
It is a lot of people, so forgive me. I'm so sorry. But I do love it, and I appreciate it greatly. How about that?
You haven't memorized the names and faces and backstories of 2 million people?
Well, get on it. Start getting some index cards.
Let me tell you, I've got a picture memory. So I'll tell you what, if their name is unique and they comment, I do know your name. So it's a lot of times I'd be like, okay, what's your name? What's your username? And they'll tell me, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I know who you are. It's like, that is so bad, but yet so true. Sorry, guys. This is just the way it is. We're learning. I'm learning. Okay, forgive me.
You got this. You got this.
It's all in the heart. It's the thought of it that counts. All right, so ending 2021. So are you guys going to stay until midnight?
Yeah, I haven't started drinking or smoking yet, so I gotta catch up.
Good call. Excellent call. Yeah, I'm gonna have a drink in a little bit.
Plenty of time. You still got plenty, like what, 4 hours? You got plenty of time.
Yeah, but
I
could have started
6
a couple hours ago. I had stuff to take care of, so.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me tonight, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful New Year's Eve this evening and make it count. And I hope that you all have a wonderful morning tomorrow. Wake up bright and bush. What is it? Bush tail?
No, do not do that. To
Bright-eyed and
yourself.
bushy tails. Yep.
Do
Bright
not
eyed and
wake
bushy
up
tail.
early tomorrow. Sleep in if you can. Enjoy the rest. Make sure you hydrate before you go to bed. Make sure you
Smart.
hydrate first thing in the morning. You know, if you need to get out of your system, wear extra layers and sweat it out. Other than
Smart.
that, just make sure that you stay hydrated.
All right.
Because
That's
remember, as they say, it's amateur hour. Don't be an amateur.
Don't be an amateur. Drink responsibly out
What?
there if you are. Also, grab an Uber. They're usually
Yes.
sober, and if
Absolutely.
they're not, you
There's
can
no
report
reason,
them.
no reason to drink and drive anymore. All right, ever. Please don't do that.
Absolutely. True, true, true. Okay, well, you know what? Be sure to catch you guys this Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Savings Time. We are going to have the Professor Show at 2 p.m. and on Sunday, again, 2 p.m. Daylight Savings Time. It's at facebook.com/The Professor Show, or you can go to our YouTube channel, which is tinyurl.com/The Professor Show, and you can see all of the past and current. I'm trying to find it on here, and current episodes, which there are a lot of episodes. So if you guys don't know, let me tell you, you can binge watch the Professor Show, and I think that it's totally possible. Like, Joey, haven't you binge watched the Professor Show before?
I have.
There it is.
It's a long binge, so you'll have a long time to be able to like sit through it. But I mean, I advise picking an episode and just watching it a couple of times, so that way you can actually pick up on everything that's talked about.
Smart.
Because there's so
Right.
much like condensed information in there, you're
Mhm.
not going to get it all in one run. And if
That's a
you
good
really
point.
are interested in learning, take out a notepad, write it down. Write down your questions in case you meet these individuals again, or you see them. Hey, I remember you said what X, Y, and Z. What do you mean by that? Right? So, yep.
And it's also, you guys can get your information from there, but it's also very entertaining and lots of
Oh yeah.
laughs, and definitely you're gonna want to binge watch it. I mean, I've binge watched it a long time ago, but I'm binge watching. I'll be binge watching it again.
I've seen I would say probably most of the episodes, and
Nice.
I've enjoyed it.
Ooh, Daniel Caldwell in the house.
Hey,
Yeah, so
how's it going?
another beautiful couple that we got to meet this year. All kinds of crazy things that happened this year. Excellent year. It was a great year, I have to say. It was great. I mean, even though we can always make it better, another great year in 2022 to do, but definitely this year was checked all the boxes. I checked all the boxes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it literally is whatever you decide to make of it.
Truly,
It's not
truly.
like the year goes, it's gonna suck. You can go, nah, and do
I
something
like
good.
I loved it whenever 2019 was turning into 2020 and everybody was like, woohoo, like screw 2019, 2020, here we come. And it was like, brr, like, and you got all those memes where it's like that was nice.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
happening.
the only thing that happens is a mechanical ball drops a couple of feet. It's not like some force field of all the bullshit from last year comes up and goes, aha, nope, you can't come over with us.
He's got a good point. That is a good
Yeah,
point. That is a
yeah.
good point. Okay. On that point, I'm going to let it go. That's a great point to leave on, actually. Guys, don't let 2021, like, they can't come. You got to leave it there and go forward. Go to 2022. Just leave the crap behind you. I love
Like it.
it. All right. Well, you guys have an awesome evening. Thank you so much for coming on, and we'll hopefully see you on Sunday. And if not, I'm sure I'll see you in my virtuals somewhere. Are you doing a virtual tonight,
Yeah.
Joey? You going on Perth?
Probably, most likely, yeah. I'll probably find
All right,
one
guys.
or two. All right.
Well, then,
Have a
guys,
good night.
check it out. There are options out there. Have a great night. Smoke something amazing to bring in the new year. And also drive responsibly, drink responsibly, and be responsible this evening.
Truly.
Just get an
Yes.
Uber. Save you time. Save you headache. You
Or
can
stay
drink
home.
one more than you normally would. You know,
Yeah, there you go. That's the upside of it.
for
He knows this.
basically the cost of a really
You're a
nice drink,
catalyst, Joey.
you can get home safe.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, guys. Mwah. Good night. Have a great time. Happy Fuente Friday. Woo,
Yeah,
woo.
happy
Happy
Fuente
Fuente
Friday.
Friday. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Happy New
Happy New Year.
Year's. Bye bye.